everyone. So today we are going to do the experiment which is spherometer. So all of you have a look on the spherometer, how it looks like. So this is the spherometer, and you can see in the spherometer we have a circular scale and there is a main scale. You can see this is the main scale, and it is the instrument which is used to measure the radius of curvature of spherical surface. You can see there are three metallic legs. And these are of equal length, forming a tripod. As you can see here, it's forming a tripod. This is a tripod. The disc carries, you can see the disc carries 100 divisions scale marked on its circumference. You can see here it is the circular scale and it's marked from 0 to 90. And so there are 80, 90, 100 division on the circular scale of the spherometer. A small vertical scale is fixed. We are talking about this scale. A small vertical scale is fixed at the end of the tripod frame, and this vertical scale is known as pitch scale, which is parallel to the axis of the screw and just touches the rim of the circular disc. Now in this, first of all, you have to understand what we are going to do in this experiment. So we are going to do in this experiment to find the radius of curvature for this spherical surface. Radius of curvature. You know what is radius of curvature? Radius of curvature of a spherical surface means, all of you see that this is a part of a sphere. So what is the radius of that sphere of which this is a part is known as radius of curvature of this sphere. So how we are going to find the radius of curvature of this spherical surface using spherometer? That is our aim of this experiment. What we need for this instrument, this practical instruments we are talking about, we need a plain glass surface, we need the spherometer, and we need this curvature, of which curvature we are going to find, that we need. Okay, now what we need else, we need a small piece of paper also, just to check that all the legs of this is touching the surface or not. And the next thing what we are going to see is the theory and the principle for this experiment. So as you can see, there is a formula derived how the radius of curvature depends upon. So this is the formula by which you are going to find the radius of curvature. R is equal to L square by 6h plus h by 2. And from this diagram you can better understand what is h. We can understand from this, h means, h is this, h means how much this surface is bulging out from the plane, that is known as h. So how, first of all, in this experiment we are going to find. Next thing is the observation table that we are going to fill, and you can see the observation table, how many things we have to calculate using spherometer. First one is the initial reading on the circular scale, which is A. Then we are doing number of complete rotation given, which is n. Final reading on the circular scale B. Additional circular scale reading M. And vertical distance, so h we are going to calculate n into pitch plus m into least count, which is in millimeter. So first of all, you can understand what is the least count and pitch for this device. So what is the pitch? As you can see, the pitch means when you rotate once this circular scale. If I rotate once in this circular scale, Then what is meaning of 1? First you keep this circular scale near the zero of the main scale, and then the circular scale reading is coming 80. You can see near the circular scale, there the main scale, your circular scale division is 80. So one division means one rotation means when suppose we rotate so that it again comes 80. Now 70 and 80. Now again it comes 80. Then how much distance is travelled on main scale in either side? It may go up and it may come down. So in this, that is known as pitch for the spherometer. So you can see if you rotate once this circular scale, then we are traveling 1 millimeter on this main scale. So this is known as pitch for this device. So pitch for this device is 1 millimeter. You can see that when you rotate the circular scale clockwise, then the circular scale disc is moving downward, and when you are rotating this anti-clockwise, then your circular disc is moving upward. Now we are going to take the reading. So what is the initial reading? For initial reading we are going to take on the glass surface. So you can see when you are going to take the reading on the plain glass surface, so first thing you check with the piece of paper that all the legs are touching the surface or not. Now you can see as this piece of paper is passing through this, so we will rotate it downward so that all the legs should touch. Now you can see this piece of paper is not little bit passing, so it is not passing from any of the leg on the plane surface. That is your initial scale reading. Still it is passing. Yeah, now it's okay. The piece of paper is not passing from any leg, so this is your initial scale reading. So this is initial scale reading. You can see is what is your initial scale reading. So the circular scale we are taking. Now near the main scale, what is your circular scale reading? So all of you can see it is 10. Just 10. You can see here is a 10. So 10 is your initial scale reading. So that we are going to write on the first place. So which is we have written is 10. Now we are removing the plane surface and we are going to keep the spherometer on the curved surface in the same way in order to get the final reading. Now you can see this is not standing straight, so we have to move the middle leg upward. When you're moving the middle leg upward, so you have to rotate it anti-clockwise and you keep checking that all the legs are touching or not. Now you can see all the legs are touching. So this you can see what is this final reading we are going to take. So this is you are going to take the final reading. So on this surface your final reading is, you can see, is 70. It is 73. This is the final reading is 73. And final reading is 73, and how many rotation it took from. So we can see we have written 73 in the place of final reading. Now you can see what is N. N means your initial reading was 10, which is here, and your final reading is 73. So how much extra we have taken? So you can see it is from 10 to 73, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 3. So 63 we will write in place of M. So we can see here why we have written additional reading 63, because it changes from initial reading 10 to 73 and extra is this. Why we have written this 0? Because from initial to final reading there was not one complete rotation. If it is after one complete rotation, if you are taking, then you will write here 1. If there is a one complete rotation, I am just explaining you once more. Suppose the initial reading is 10, and for final reading again, suppose it is again in order to touch all the legs on the surface. Suppose 10 is passed, so your initial reading is 10, and after one rotation again you are getting something. Suppose you are getting after crossing 10 you are getting, suppose 60. So what is that? In place of complete n number of rotation, you will write 1, and extra will be from 10 to 60, which is 50. Now you can check the reading. Now it is n into pitch. Your n is 0, pitch is 1, so we are taking in millimeter. So plus 63 is m into least count. So as you know how to calculate least count. Least count is pitch by number of circular scale division. So pitch by number of pitch is 1 millimeter and circular scale divisions are 100. So 1 by 100 millimeter, so 0.01 millimeter. So it is pitch. When you solve it, you will get 0.63 millimeter. Now next we are going to take the mean value. Suppose you are going to take 3-4 readings of such, and then we are going to take the mean. Suppose this is the mean value, we have converted in centimeter, and suppose this is centimeter, and now you are going to put the value of, this is h in place of h, and L value, which is approximately 3.1 centimeter. So what is L? You first know L is the distance between two legs. So that you take, and when you are going to calculate this, putting on this formula, you are going to get the value of the radius of curvature of the surface.